The neon rain of Singapore slicked the streets below Zara's high-rise office, reflecting a world that was moving faster than any human could follow. Zara was the definition of 2026 elite, poised, brilliant, and striking, but behind her designer glasses, her mind was in a state of quiet panic. She had become agent-dependent. Her AI agents didn't just help her, they were her. They filtered her emails, analyzed her deals, and even suggested what she should say in high-stakes negotiations. One afternoon, during a critical board meeting, her connection flickered out. In that moment of digital silence, Zara realized with horror that she had no inner compass left. She had traded her intuition for efficiency, and she felt like a hollow shell of the strategist she used to be. She was suffering from the dependency paradox. The more she relied on perfect data, the less she trusted her own human judgment. Before we explore the techniques Zara used to reclaim her power, I want you to look at your own hands. These hands are meant to create, not just to scroll. Please open your mindset journal. We are about to draw a line in the sand between being a user and being used. Are you ready to find your edge again? Let's begin. Zara's transformation began when she met an old-school mentor who told her, "A pilot who can't fly without an autopilot is just a passenger." Zara initiated a cognitive resistance protocol. She began practicing intuition priming, forming her own conclusion on a deal for 10 minutes before opening her AI analysis. She started analog sprints, where she solved complex problems using only a whiteboard and her own mind. Slowly, the mental fog lifted. She didn't delete her AI agents, she repositioned them. She turned them from decision makers into information gatherers. By reintroducing productive friction into her day, she regained the sharp, instinctive fire that had made her a legend in Singapore. She was no longer a slave to the algorithm. She was its commander. Why was Zara's brain shutting down? Neuro-psychology points to the effort-reward imbalance. When an AI provides the answer without any mental work, the brain's dopamine system becomes desensitized to the thrill of discovery, leading to cognitive lethargy. Zara was experiencing neural pruning in her anterior cingulate cortex, the area responsible for monitoring conflict, making difficult choices. By intentionally practicing cognitive resistance, she was engaging in neurogenesis, literally rebuilding the neural density required for high-level leadership. She shifted her brain from a passive receiver state to an active architect state, allowing her to process AI data without losing her human gut feeling. I am talking to you, the student in Dubai who can't write an essay without a prompt, the designer in London who has forgotten how to sketch by hand, and the executive in New York who is terrified of an empty inbox. You are losing your sovereign intelligence. In 2026, the most valuable skill is not using AI. Everyone can do that. The most valuable skill is the ability to think beyond the AI. If you don't exercise your mind, the machine will eventually think for you, and you will become obsolete in your own life. The climax of Zara's journey occurred during the largest merger of her career. Her AI agent signaled a high-risk warning, advising her to walk away. But Zara, looking at the same data through her reclaimed intuition, saw a pattern the algorithm missed: a human element of timing and grit. She overrode the agent and closed the deal. It became the most successful acquisition in the firm's history. As she stood on her balcony, looking out over the Singapore skyline, she felt a deep, grounded power. She had reached true empowerment. She used the machine to see further, but she used her soul to decide where to go. She was no longer running to keep up with the future. She was the one creating it. To help you thrive in the agent era, let's lock in these 3 golden terms. The dependency paradox. The phenomenon where the more we rely on technology to simplify our lives, the more helpless we become when it is absent. Zara broke this by reintroducing manual effort, productive friction, intentionally making a task harder, like thinking before prompting, to keep your brain sharp and engaged. Sovereign intelligence. The state of using AI as a tool while maintaining full autonomy over your critical thinking and final decisions. Now, let's open your mindset journal for our journaling workshop. I want you to identify your dependency trigger, the one task you feel you cannot do without AI. Write it down. Now, commit to a 10-minute human head start. Spend 10 minutes working on that task using only your brain before you touch an AI tool. Finally, write this affirmation: my mind is the master. The machine is the apprentice. In 2026, the greatest power is a mind that cannot be automated. Thank you for being here. If you are ready to reclaim your sovereignty, please subscribe and join our global movement of empowered thinkers. Stay sharp and stay human. Goodbye for now.